Hello, everybody. I am Vince Ingenito, and with me from Capcom is Peter. Combofiend Rosas. What's going on, Peter?
Nothing much, man.
We're playing some Street Fighter 5.
I know.
They've got an interesting-looking gentleman here on your side of the screen. We got Dhalsim making his return.
I know. We have Stretch himself, Dhalsim, and he's here with a few new tricks, man. Like, you see, he throws fireballs at new crazy angles.
So crazy. So he actually, correct me if I'm wrong, he does not have a regular straight fireball. It's only the EX one, right?
Exactly.
Right.
He doesn't have a normal one.
That's nuts. So like, if you like me, I was a Dudley. I played Dudley in Street Fighter 4, and that really slow-moving jab yoga fire was my bane.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I'm not going to be dealing with that anymore. So if you want to
no.
control the horizontal space with Dhalsim now, you got to do it a little bit differently.
Exactly. So it's just buttons that control the horizontal space, and the horizontal space is so valuable, which is why it's now an EX. It requires some type of kind of resource investment.
To
be able to
control that space in that way. But that's he doesn't have his long two-arm crouching fierce anymore, right? His crouching fierce is now short, right?
Yeah. So
show them crouch fierce real quick.
Oh yeah. Crouching
so it
fierce
looks similar, but he just doesn't extend his arms out.
Well, it was like his down back fierce in Street Fighter 4.
Oh right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So I mean, he has this, and this is for his damage. Like, this is how he really gets stuff going.
Right.
But if he's playing against a projectile Kai, he can.
And you can low profile projectiles like he used to with his old crouch fierce. We'll show it.
Yeah, check it out. Whoops, sorry. Let's try that again. No. Okay, it's all a lie.
Oh yeah, it's a slow boom. Like,
I forgot that.
Give me the regular boom.
Yeah. Nash over here.
Peter.
Okay. I'm sorry. It was the TV, man. It's the lag.
It's a lag.
It was a lag. Not me. It's never me.
Cool. So he can still do that. That's an important trick for Dhalsim. If you're used to watching, guys like Filipino Champ or Arturo, play the character, especially like in the Ryu matchup, stuff like that. Anyone who throws a lot of projectiles, that's important. So that's cool. He has that trick back. And now that hits low, right?
You have to block that low. Yes. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So he has that, and then if you try to jump, he's over there raising the roof.
Yeah. So. he learned a trick or two from Rufus.
Exactly. So you have that, and then he has a few buttons to control the horizontal space.
Sure, and then up close, if I'm jumping in from a little bit closer, he's got was it back strong?
Yeah, back strong. Oops.
Sorry. A little bit spacing dependent.
But he also has jab too. So don't forget about his jab has a really good hitbox as well. So
yeah, that is.
If they're gonna land in front of him, then you want to back strong. If they're gonna go over his head, you want to kind of jab.
Right. So, but the big deal now with Dhalsim is his V skill and his V trigger.
Yeah. So his V skill gets him into the air. Really fast, and it can also be done in the air, and it just allows him to kind of move around more options, harder to catch.
Now let me ask you, I'm curious because I saw that like if you do the V skill on the ground, it looks like the first animations look like Yoga Tower.
Oh yeah.
So will that go through projectiles?
We could try it.
Yes.
Nope.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
It's definitely not Yoga Tower.
That's important to know then.
Yeah.
Cool, but what's really important to know also about this is that if you do that, once you're in the air and you're floating around, you have access to every move he would normally have access to in the air.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
The drill, the mummy, the teleport.
Yeah, you're in an airborne state.
Yeah.
So then, it's also really fun to just do it in the air when you're already in the air.
Yeah, and then cross people up.
Yeah, just be annoying, just stay in there for an additional 4 seconds.
And you can still do like you can still do like the instant air teleport, and then
cross
air
up
air fierce into
so you can still do that if you wanted to, and that's really hard to block, especially when he lobs that fireball at you. It's really hard to keep track of what side Dhalsim really going to end up on because he has so many places he could appear. He could appear in front of you and back of you, a little bit further in front of you and stuff like that. So
right.
In the same place, so you just psych them out. So you throw it and then you don't teleport in front of them. You can totally play those kind of games.
So, but not to sell him short, and all the things that he can do though, like his V trigger.
Yeah,
is silly.
His V trigger is awesome. So you can actually, the first hit is a hit. So
it's a hit. I know. I saw that in my Rewind Theater. I saw that it's a hit.
And then as long as you're in the flame carpet, you slowly lose that life. Now, mind you, all of that is recoverable.
Right.
However,
if I don't get hit.
If you don't get hit, but if you get hit, bam.
Then it all becomes real damage.
Exactly.
Then it all becomes real damage. Yeah. And then his critical art is pretty dirty too. and he can do it in midair. We didn't see that in the trailer.
Oh yeah,
that he can do that in midair. I think he can push me into it and like
yeah.
take a. You know, it's all right.
That yoga flare, you know.
You're messing me up while I'm just standing around.
Oh, I'm
right,
sorry.
dude.
You know,
No,
I
right.
didn't know. Look, everybody knows Nash.
Look,
There's nothing to show off with Nash.
You're not in tournament shape as much anymore. You gotta take the things you can get.
Exactly, the victories. I gotta take them all I can, man. I can tell you though, it felt just as good as winning tournament.
Cool, Peter. Thank you so much for showing me what's up with Dhalsim. He's got a lot of cool new things that he does. Kind of like you said before, he does the same things, a lot of the same game plan, but he has like interesting new ways to do them and some new offensive tricks too.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
He's switching up the whole zoning game.
Yeah, man, I like it. Be a little more dynamic even while you're playing that zoning game. It's cool. So so thank you so much for joining us, and everyone at home for more Street Fighter V. Keep it right here on IGN.